Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another podcast style reading. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have Gemini or even somewhere else in your chart, if you feel like you need to watch this reading, go ahead and tune in. This is a reading on who is working against you. Um, Yours may or may not be longer than the other signs because it's a little bit more complex because this is related to a karmic situation, a karmic person. A karmic person does not have to only be somebody you're in a romantic relationship, although most of us came across the term because of a romantic partner. And I'm not just talking about a toxic partner. I'm talking about a true karmic partner, which or a person in your life which is connected to a past life. Okay. So that is why this is more complex because it is related to past lives as well as this life. So I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. Bear with me. Also, this is not specific, like a specific personal reading for one person. So there's a lot of information that came out that applies to the collective. So some stuff may apply to you, some stuff may not. Use your discernment. So what I'm getting is this is most likely someone that you were romantically involved with, whether or not you all had a official relationship in this lifetime, I don't know, but y'all had some kind of romantic encounter, or it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. You may have just built a nice connection with this person. Um, and so this is who is working against you. This could be somebody that is in the limelight or the spotlight. I think every time I do a reading for Gemini, it has something to do with somebody getting public recognition, whether it's you or the other person. So you could be somebody that's in the public eye or have a lot of followers on social media, or in your hometown you're well known at work. Some kind of public recognition is happening for you, but for this person also. Okay. Or this person may not come across how they truly are in public, so people may have one perception of them and you may see the real them. I am saying that because we do have the Six of Wands. Okay. We have the Six of Wands twice. So that is talking about public recognition, victory, things of that nature. What else do we have? We also have the Magician card and we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This person wants to mess with your stability. They want to mess with your financial stability. They want to mess with your generational wealth. They want to mess with your foundation. They want your world to crumble because you decided you didn't want them in your world anymore, or you changed the capacity of the relationship. Maybe you changed your frequency of communication with them, or you might be short now with them. 1-2 word text, feeding them with the long handled spoon. So this is given scorned person for sure. This person, we also have the Magician and the Alchemist. This is also somebody that can morph into who they think somebody wants them to be. So they listen very well, and they apply what you tell them about yourselves to their personality that they're going to create. So they have these different facades and things of that nature. We have the Don Juan card. This is a very smooth person, okay? And what we have on this card is using power of romantic attraction for private agendas. They know how to be who you want them to be. That's why you have to be really careful about divulging your traumas to people too early, too soon. You telling them everything about you, what you like, what you don't like, the toxic situations you've had in the past, and they are taking that and formulating a plan to use your own information and your own words against you. Okay, so when we're talking about the alchemist and the magician, in this sense, we're talking about somebody who is shape shifting and somebody who is manipulative. So they're not using their powers for good. This person may also not necessarily be a thief, but more of a plagiarism type of thing where they steal other people's work, they steal other people's words, they take information from other people and pass it off as their own. Okay. Maybe ripping people off as far as their intellectual property goes. This is somebody that you don't want to give your ideas to and things of that nature, because then they will try to beat you to the punch and try to act like it was their idea. Also, this person could be very judgmental and emotionally abusive, verbally abusive. We have the prostitute card here. They may say things, about you, your sexuality, or they may try to make it seem like you are just um I don't want to say loose because that's a slang word, but that's what's coming to my mind. They might say you're loose. They may say you're out there. You're, what is that word that starts with a P? Oh my goodness. Ooh, I cannot think of that word. It's not provocative, promiscuous. They may say you're promiscuous, just talking mess, just talking about you. They are controlling and they want to control the narrative. We have the storyteller card. So this person, remember when we were younger, or at least when I was younger, my mom was like, you can't call people a liar. You can say they tell stories. So we have the storyteller card. They talk about you and they make up things about you, um to try to make it seem like they were the right person in the situation. They have a god complex. This person may have a lot of animals, or they may abuse animals or hate animals. So they're on one end of the spectrum or the other, not in between. They either have way too many or they can't stand animals and they don't like them, and they might even be abusive towards animals, which is like a trait of, so like, serial killers. Like they say they start off abusing animals, so that is interesting. Okay. We have the engineer card. So this is somebody who may be intellectual, but they may not be emotionally intelligent. So they don't know how to balance intellect and logic with emotional intelligence. They may be, I don't want to use terms like narcissist and all of that, but I don't know. Y'all look it up. What is it? Is it a sociopath? Is it a psychopath? Like, who is it that doesn't really have emotional connections to other humans or animals or whatever? This could be that kind of person. Everything is robotic and everything has to go a certain kind of way that they want it to go. Everything has to be in line, in place, almost like a OCD kind of thing. You do one thing out of line or out of place, it's a problem. They may have, oh, we have the loving woman here, so this could be a female ex. They could be a nurse. I'm just giving y'all stuff so y'all can know stuff that's coming up. Um, we have so many cards that talk about fate in this reading. And like I said, this is a karmic. We have the karmic connection card, and then we have a lot of cards talking about fate. So this is somebody you had a connection with in your past life. We can look into that a little bit later in the reading. This may have been around the 16th century. This person may be from Mississippi. We have the American card, so they are probably in America, and they may specifically be from Mississippi or live in Mississippi, or Mississippi may be some stand out to you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they're in the South, okay? If it's not Mississippi, the South or the Midwest. We have the Twin Flames card here. So yeah, this is somebody that you were in a relationship with before, most likely. The Visible Woman. So again, the Visible Woman is talking about somebody who um they don't dress conservative enough. So they may feel like you're not as conservative as you need to be or as they would want you to be. So they have a problem with that. Again, remember they're judgmental and controlling and they have a God complex and all that. Okay. You are not to be out here showing your shoulders off, wearing skirts above the knee, all that stuff from way back in the day. Very controlling, or they just may not want other people to see you. But like I said, you're in the spotlight or people take notice. They notice you. They don't want you to be seen. Okay. They want to be in the spotlight. That is it. What else? I'm trying to make sure I got everything before I go into the past life stuff. This person could be a Libra. We have the Justice card. Um, and Libra is an air sign. I am a Libra sun. I'm a Capricorn moon, but a Libra sun. So that's where that intelligence is probably coming from. They are probably very intelligent. They probably are able to argue well, debate well, because they don't have emotion like that. And it's easier to win arguments or debates when you're not coming from an emotional space. So their lack of emotion does help them in some areas. They may be very successful in business because of that. Um, let me see what else. Let me make sure I'm not missing nothing, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this person could be a Cancer. Cancer and Scorpio have been coming up. Cancer, Scorpio, and Libra keep coming up in these readings. Like, what is going on? And okay, so that's it as far as kind of the foundation of who this person is and why they have a problem with you. So basically, you had some kind of romantic connection to this person. You may have moved on. This person may have been jealous of you while you were together and after you guys broke up. If you're still together, you may be noticing they're jealous of you. They don't want people to notice you. They may be verbally abusive, call you names, try to make you feel bad. You might be a naturally beautiful or handsome person, and they try to make you feel like you're just trying to get attention all the time, whereas people just naturally gravitate towards you. We also have the addict card. This person could be an addict, meaning addicted to some sort of drug. Okay, what the hardness or the seriousness of the addiction or the type of drug, I don't know, but that could be a sign for some of you. This person could be a Scorpio also. This person could be into spirituality or heavily religious. When I say heavily, I mean like unhealthy, like no, I'm just gonna leave. I'm trying not to be offensive with what I say. Okay, so that's why I keep pausing. I'm trying not to be offensive. Because I do think people have the right to practice their whatever religion or spirituality they want to, as long as they're not harming other people or themselves. So let's get into this past life stuff. Okay, so if you don't know what a karmic relationship can be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship with a family member, with friends, bosses, co-workers, any type of human or person that could be in your life for whatever reason. It is typically a toxic connection, but it's typically a connection that starts off with a very strong attraction to one another. You guys just feel like you're meant to be two peas in the pod, like you're the best match for each other regardless of the type of relationship. Very intense feelings towards one another. The connection may move along very fast. You feel some kind of supernatural pull towards this person. It's like y'all are two magnets that are drawn together. Everything is great. There's a lot of love bombing. So everything is great. Then all of a sudden stuff starts to go wrong, and things become toxic. This is a makeup breakup for years kind of situation where you keep leaving each other and coming back to each other. Um if there is sex involved, it's usually probably like the best sex partner you've ever had. There's just something about when you are intimate with this person that's not like no other. This might not even be your typical person, type of friend, or type of romantic partner that you go for. This could be somebody that's outside of your norm, but still you feel such a strong attraction to them. Um, and then things just start going wrong. They may do a lot of ghosting. They basically take the things that you know that you told them that you don't like, or things that happened to you in the past that you didn't like from other people, and they start to do those same things. um they exhibit You may find, if you're in a karmic situation, that you're dating the same person, different body. So everybody you date has the same problem. Y'all go through the same issues. It's just a different person. The reason why that is because there's some sort of lesson you have not learned from a past life. And this person is in your life to teach you a lesson. You're in their life to teach you a lesson, to teach them a lesson. You guys are not meant to be in a relationship for ever. Okay. You're meant to come together, learn from each other through toxicity, hurt feelings, all of that bad stuff, and then move on. You're not supposed to stay together. A lot of people stay together though, because it's such a strong magnetizing type of pull towards this person. This can be very violent situations as well. A lot of abuse, verbally, mentally, physically, sexually, financially. Usually one person is abusive in one way or another. Okay. So that's kind of like what a karmic situation is. You feel like you know this person already. Like when y'all meet, you feel like I've been knowing this person forever, even though y'all may have just met. Okay. So, what happens when we don't learn our lesson in a particular lifetime? When we come back and reincarnate to another lifetime, we meet back up with that person, and that keeps happening until we learn the lesson. So, figuring out the lesson is a part of learning the lesson, right? I hope I'm not confusing y'all. It's so hard to explain this, especially if you don't understand past lives. So, if you don't understand this stuff, just disregard it, okay? So, like I said, you all may have had this past life in the 16th century. And what is the lesson? Okay, so for some of you, the lesson is overcoming fear. For some of you, the lesson is being able to see the bigger picture. Okay, so overcoming fear related to religion is what some of your lessons are. So that's why I say this person probably has a God complex. Did y'all just hear my fireplace? It sounded like lightning or thunder. Like you getting struck down by lightning as soon as I said overcoming religious devotion, because you really think God's going to strike you down by lightning if you do something wrong. Sometimes a lot of us were taught that in religion. So you may be embracing spirituality a bit more, and you could have possibly come from a cult type of background or Pentecostal or something, where you may have learned to accept toxic relationships and accept abuse, and you're not supposed to leave, and you're just supposed to pray about everything, and everything will be okay. So that's what I'm getting for some of you. And you all may have been publicly executed in a prior life. especially if you went against religion in a prior life. So that's why I'm saying this is the same thing playing out in this life. And that is why this person wants to publicly humiliate you, and they want to make you feel bad about yourself, and they want to talk about you to other people, and they want to slander you. They want to do libel, write negative things about you, things of that nature. This person betrayed you in a past life. They may have been the person that, like use your information to turn you in so you could get, publicly executed. Actually, this says promiscuous as well for love. So yeah, remember earlier I was like, what's that P word? So yeah, this person also thought you were very promiscuous in a past life as well. That's crazy how that came up. I'm using the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. If anybody's wondering, I do have videos showing those cards. Um, you all may have been in Russia in your past life. So that's just some information. So some of that might stand out to you, especially if you've already gotten past life readings. And this person in your past life, they could have been a sibling in your past life because we played different roles in each other's lives in our different lifetimes. Okay, so this person could be a lover in this life, but they may have been a sibling in a past life. Or maybe they're a sibling in this life and they really, really judge you hard about your love life. But this person thought you were promiscuous back then and they think you are promiscuous now. They have a God complex. Um, and the lesson could be for you to overcome fear or for them to overcome fear. So it's not always you that has to learn the lesson. If they have a fear of being themselves because of religious beliefs, then they're going to take that out on other people, especially people that they perceive are living outside of the limits of religion. So that is why they probably judge you. So that's that. Okay, so for others of you, the lesson is seeing the bigger picture. The bigger picture about what? I need to get some more information about that. Okay, we have helpless maiden. So this is helping you to understand that you do not need somebody else to be successful. You don't need to be partnered with somebody. You can be successful just on your own, okay? Um let me see what else. You all may have been star-crossed lovers in a past life, so from different backgrounds, okay? Different types of faith. You were most likely a native or aboriginal person wherever you were living at the time. You did have some sexual abuse and physical abuse type of trauma. So you may find that you are dealing with physical or sexual abuse in this lifetime as well, because that's what happens with karmic situations. They play out over and over again. Let's see. The time frame is the late Bronze Age. This person was an older man in your prior life. So there was somebody that was an older male that you knew. And let me see what else. Oh, this person was a part of a cult. Okay. You may have been a part of a cult in a past life also. So this was an older male friend for you in a past life. Some of you, this was around the Civil War in America. And we had the America card. I love how like different cards be like confirming each other. So for some of you, this happened around the Civil War in America. Um, you did have you were tortured in that past life. I don't want to get too much into that. But your lesson is to not conform to everything. Passive conformity. So thinking for yourself, not just conforming to what other people tell you to do. And you also had some verbal abuse and psychological abuse as well. So that is the stuff that you all were dealing with in your past life. So if you're dealing with this kind of stuff in this life and you're seeing it play out, because it's a karmic situation. What you need to do is get away from that person as safely as you can. Stay away from that person. This is not the type of connection that changes for the better. Some people think that karmic situations can somehow work out. I'm not of that belief. I don't feel like they can work out. They're not supposed to work out. They're supposed to be so you can learn the lesson, so you don't have to keep dealing with trauma over and over and over again in your lifetimes. And so your soul can elevate. It's a very tough situation to deal with. So yeah, I kind of don't even know if I want to post this because I feel like it's all over the place. It's hard to explain this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna post it anyway. And if y'all are confused, maybe I'll try to do a more thought out video about karmics, past lives, lessons, soul families, the different people that we continuously are dealing with in our different lifetimes, the different roles we are playing. Some of this stuff we chose. We chose to learn these lessons and we chose to play certain roles. Okay. So I don't get emotionally upset anymore about some of the roles that people have played in my life because it's supposed to happen that way. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to try to explain. So hopefully this wasn't too confusing. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. If it resonated at all, please let me know in the comment section, especially for this video, because I feel like I confused everybody. Um, if you feel called to do so, of course. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed if you already subscribed before because YouTube deletes people. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.